Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the Byredo Vesuvio swatch party. This is the new Byredo eyeshadow palette. This is again a limited edition eyeshadow palette, 18 shades, and this palette will come available in 2026. Now, a friend of mine had early access and she reached out to me asking me if I was interested in this palette, and of course I am. So that's how I got this palette. Now, I do not have more information about a release date at this moment. Now, while I'm filming this, it's mid-November, and the only thing I know is that this palette is gonna be a 2026 release. All previous Byredo limited edition palettes got released during spring, except for the Bibliophilia, that was a fall release. And based on these previous releases, I kinda assume that this Vesuvio palette will be released in spring 2026. But again, it's kind of a wild guess. I do not have all the information yet. As soon as I hear more, as soon as I see more about a release date or when the palette gets officially announced, I will share that information on my Instagram page, and also here on YouTube. I will update the description box down below. So now I'm gonna move to the room next to this one, because in that room I have some better natural daylight, and I want to record the swatches in natural daylight because in my opinion that gives the best representation of what the shades actually look like. So let's get this swatch party started. This new Byredo palette is inspired by the Vesuvius volcano in Italy, and I think this color story has been thought out very well. I see the warm red, gold and orange lava and magma shades, and also the ashy tones fit this theme perfectly. The palette contains 18 richly pigmented shades, mostly satins, metallics and shimmers, but also a few mattes. I'm gonna swatch this palette column by column, and I'll start on the left. The first shade we have here is called Delicate Pastel, and this is a soft pale pastel yellow. The next one is a shimmering warm golden shade called Golden Halo. And the last one in this column is Pastel Cloud, and this is a beautiful light pale pink shade. In the next column we'll find another yellow. This one is called Painted Horizon. This one is darker compared to the yellow we saw in the first column. Then there's Gold Lava, and this is definitely one of my favorite shades. This is so rich in pigment, truly incredible. And then comes Fairy Pink, a bright, cool toned pink with a satin finish, and I know many of you will love this color. The first shade in the third column is a mid-tone metallic silver called Vesuvius Veil. And next is the shade Magma Orange. I think the name says it all. This shade is phenomenal. And the last one in this third column is Volcanic Aura, and this shade looks pretty intimidating to me, but I can't wait to play with it and see how I can incorporate this in a look. Fourth column, first shade is Blurred Sky. This is a bluish silver, and maybe you can't tell from this swatch, but this color is definitely not similar to the previous silver shade. Blurred Sky contains more blue. And then we have our first matte shade. This is a mid-tone brown, warm in undertone. And the last one, another gorgeous metallic called Violet Veil, a grayish purple violet shade. The last two columns, first shade you see here is Smoky Blue, a beautiful icy blue pastel shade. And then there's Flowing Horizon, which is another silver. This one is lighter in tone than the silver we saw in the third column. And then we have Volcanic Purple, a very pretty burgundy shade. Up next is Eternal Vesuvio, and this is a deep gunmetal gray matte with sparkles. Another matte is Burnt Umber, and don't get fooled by the name, because this is definitely not a rich warm toned brown. No, this is a dark cool toned brown. And last but not least, Painted Memories, a beautiful steel gray metallic with a hint of brown. So friends, this is the new Byredo Vesuvio palette. All the shades are richly pigmented. They feel velvety soft and smooth, and I can't wait to work and play with all these beautiful colors. So friends, let me know, what do you think of this new Byredo palette? Is this a color story that looks appealing to you? Is this a palette you'd like to purchase? Or is this just a very easy skip for you? Also, if you have specific questions about the palette, feel free to ask them in the comment section, and I will try to answer all your questions either right away or in the upcoming review. For now, I'm wishing you a lovely day, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.